No footsteps in the hallways, no voices calling from classrooms, no bell marking the end of the lesson. This school has been closed for years. And yet, standing here, it doesn't feel over. It feels unfinished. Welcome to Fascination Reality. Schools are built around repetition, schedules, routines. Every day begins the same way. Every day ends with a bell. But here, the routine stopped without an ending. Section 1. A place built for continuity. Everything in this building points forward. The classrooms are arranged in neat rows, designed to funnel attention toward the front. Each desk, each chair, each piece of furniture is positioned with the same goal: forward motion. Hallways guide you through, steering you toward the next lesson, the next class, the next block of time. Timetables divide the day into blocks, ensuring everything has its place and purpose. Schools are not made for pause. They are structured for continuous movement. The building itself is designed for progress. There is no space for stillness here, no moment to simply be. Every corner, every hallway is built to direct you from one moment to the next, from one class to another. The movement of students, the rustling of papers, the shuffle of feet, all are signs of forward momentum. Time in the school is divided into neat segments, each one leading you toward a new task, a new instruction, a new piece of information. Even now, as you stand in the empty hallway, the building still expects movement. Your body, trained by years of routines, anticipates sound, footsteps, voices, the hum of a lesson in progress. But there is none. The silence is deafening. Your muscles tense, expecting to move, to react. But nothing happens. The structure around you remains still, devoid of the usual flow of activity. For years, this building has been designed to keep you moving, to keep you progressing. The walls, the desks, the hallways, they have all been part of a system that demands forward motion. And now, in this silence, you realize how deeply this design has shaped you, how much of you has been built to expect movement, to never pause. But today, the stillness remains. Section 2. When routine breaks. This silence feels different from other abandoned places. In those spaces, emptiness lingers, still and untouched, as if the absence of people has left nothing behind. But in a school, the silence holds a unique weight. It is not just the absence of noise, it is the interruption of something much larger. Schools don't serve individuals. They serve generations. They exist to nurture, shape, and push forward entire groups of people over time. Each student's journey is part of a continuous flow, a steady rhythm where one class replaces another, one year leads seamlessly into the next. When a school is in use, it hums with this constant rhythm. Students fill classrooms, walk the halls, and move through lessons that connect them with generations past and future. Each day is a link in a chain, each lesson a thread woven into a greater fabric. The progression is constant and expected, forming the backbone of the school's existence. But when that chain breaks, everything changes. The absence of movement, the lack of students, and the stillness in the air do not merely create an empty space. They create a disruption. The building that once thrived on the forward march of time now feels interrupted, frozen in a moment of uncertainty. It's not just that people are missing, it's that the flow of life, the continuity, has been severed. The school, designed to foster growth and progress, now stands in a state of pause. In this silence, the building feels unsettled, as though something vital has been interrupted. It isn't just emptiness, it is the absence of purpose, the halting of something that should keep moving. Section 3. The human trace. Look closer. A chair is slightly pulled back from a desk, as if someone had just stepped away for a moment, planning to return. A notebook lies open, its pages waiting to be filled with more notes, more thoughts, more lessons. Chalk dust still clings to the blackboard, a silent testament to the lesson that was left unfinished. The words half-formed, the ideas suspended in time. These details don't tell dramatic stories. There's no grand tragedy, no sudden event that left everything in disarray. Instead, they speak of something far more subtle, a daily routine disrupted. They show habit, the quiet rhythm of a school that moves on its own, day after day, year after year. The chair pulled back just enough to signal a break, the open notebook inviting more words, the chalk dust waiting for the next lesson to be written. Someone expected to return. Tomorrow, the next week, the next year. They expected to sit in that chair, pick up the notebook, and continue where they left off. The cycle would repeat, class after class, lesson after lesson, day after day. But the return never happened. The desk sits untouched. The notebook remains open, and the chalk dust gathers in silence. What was once routine has been abandoned, not because of one dramatic event, but because of the slow, quiet fade of a once expected return that never came. The school, built to foster continuity and growth, now holds only the remnants of a pattern interrupted, a daily habit left incomplete. Section 4. Why schools feel different when empty. Homes can feel quiet, like the calm after a long day, where silence is a welcome respite. Offices can feel neutral, a place where focus is required, but the energy is muted, a steady hum of routine tasks. But schools can't. Schools are defined by presence, the presence of students, teachers, and the constant flow of activity. It's a place where voices fill the air, where laughter and conversation bounce off the walls. It's a place of motion, where students move between classrooms, lockers, and hallways, each step contributing to the rhythm of the day. It's a place of repetition, where routines are built around the familiar sounds of bells ringing, desks being arranged, and lessons being taught. Without students, the space loses its sense of time. The structure of the school, once a living organism, now feels like a shell, empty and suspended in time. The usual chaos and order of the day are absent, and without those markers, the building can no longer tell where it is in its cycle. The classroom that was once filled with eager minds is now a hollow space, waiting for the next class that may never come. The bell that once signaled the end of one lesson and the start of another now sits in silence, its purpose unclear. The building doesn't know what comes next. It was built for the constant flow of activity, for the seamless transition from one day to the next. But in the stillness, it is as if the school itself is uncertain, lost without the life that once filled it. This school isn't unsettling because something terrible happened here. It's unsettling because nothing finished. The structure remains ready. The systems are intact. But the cycle never resumed. If a place exists to teach the future, what happens when the future never arrives?